Hi there, hello there. It's Patricia Ann Landon Regali coming at you from a private undisclosed place somewhere in the great United States of America. Well, at the time of this recording, it is Sunday, December 17th, 2023. It's one of my nephew's birthdays, and my other nephew had a birthday on December 10th. So guess where I'm at? A park. A park close to where my benefactor is allowing me the grace to stay. So if you are following my story, number one, thank you very much for taking the time to pay attention to me while I've been in the frying pan. You guys helped me stay alive. You guys helped me to feel safe. And I've been rescued from the frying pan. No thanks to any of the government factions. No thanks to judicial. That had just left me out there and surveyed me to death. But that's a topic for a different day. But this video is aimed at Mr. Dragon. Mr. Dragon, I allotted you 48 hours to reach out to me. And I said on Saturday and Sunday I'd be at the park at 2 p.m. for 30 minutes. And so you're a private investigator, honey. If you couldn't figure out where I am, well, then I guess you suck. But so whatever. But yeah, you know, the Lord assigned Mr. Dragon to be my divine counterpart. You know, I mean, of course, that's all contingent on everything. Because look, my teeth are messed up. You know, who's gonna want to date a girl with radiation poison smile? And I have trichotillomania. Who's gonna want to date a girl with chronic hair loss? You know, but the thing about that is that I asked God for a sweetheart before I entered into my land of milk and honey, because anybody looks good with a fucking bag, a coin bag, and I'm not gonna sift through people. I'm very picky about maintaining my celibacy, because I didn't know, but that's how these earthly energy harvesters, they siphon your energy through sexual practice. And even if somebody were just to go down on you, they can siphon your energy that way. And these esoteric minded assholes know how to translate that into wielding it into dollarary value, funding it into monetary value, you know? And whereas the ones that actually harbor it, we don't know. Bitch, I'm learning. I also know I'm one of the most powerful people throughout the world right now, by default of my walk in life, you know? So it doesn't matter if anyone believes me or not. I don't care. I'm just calling it out because this is my journey. This is my life. But I had expected somebody to actually, you know, if somebody were going to be my my counterpart, I expect to be seen for my soul, you know. And if my hair wasn't jiving with what they believe to be, you know, their ideal mate, well, y'all fucked yourselves, because I'm just a snapshot in time right now, you know. And if my girl was offsetting to you, fuck you, it's radiation poisoning. I'm like, I have been experimented on by the government since the age of 10. I can validate that another time. But the end all be all will be my bone density, you know, and the fact that I broke my foot just by stomping on a brake pedal. Shouldn't have done that, you know. So logistics will play out for itself, no big deal. But, you know, rejection is God's protection, you know? So I don't know, by way, I know that Mr. Dragon and Dick Tracy #1, they're both private investigators. And, well, they both have been working on my case, except Dick Tracy #1, you know, it was my ex-twin flame, #3. And this Mr. Dragon is Dick Tracy #2. He's a high-level soulmate, you know? And I know both of them wrestled with my exterior veneer. You know, and I'm like, okay, first off, Dick Tracy #1, ex-twin flame #3, he's also a gang stalker. And I know that one day, whenever he went to go on vacation, he got his buddy to survey me. So I don't know if he was part of the gang stalking or not, but I'm pretty sure they're both part of the coven. And they both are esoterically minded, you know, and they both are aware of my esoteric composition, which is like mega amazing crazy. It's not that I actually come from DNA royalty, but I do. I'd always thought it was just esoterically minded. You know, my blood type is the same blood type found on the Shroud of Turin. You can look it up. Basically, I'm Rh negative. And if any one of these counterparts that were assigned to me had just come to say hello, things would have been so different. I'm just upset about that because I'm a hopeless romantic and I don't hide my feelings from myself. I mean, I get over them pretty quick. Even if I shed a tear or two, I'm still like ultra mega high flying on my vibratory frequency. So I have enough wiggle room to kind of, you know, enjoy the modeling aspect of it. That's MAUDILIN, something like that. Modeling. You can look it up. Aspect of it, you know? I mean, it's like I'm living my own sci-fi movie that has its own love interest romance in it. So, you know, being the star of my own story, we're all stars of our own stories. I'm entitled to shed a tear or two. These assholes, you know, will run you in the fucking ground just to make you cry, so they can bring your vibratory frequency down to where they can siphon your energy. You know, they're diabolic, they're cutthroat. And these people are alive within our judicial, you know, I mean, because honestly, I would have to say that a great deal of our judicial system is contrived of these secret skank societies. I even hate to use the word societies, because that has an inference of, you know, something that's great, you know, society. Bitch, they're skanks. Because they pick off the public at large and they allow each other to siphon the energy of people. So whenever you hit the wall within some kind of governmental faction, it's not fair because it's not meant to be fair. They're there to loosh you. LOOSH. Look it up. I'll talk about that another time. You know, so I know that Dick Tracy, oh yeah, and then ex-twin flame #2, Jeff Weed. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? How's your scrotum? Because you're going to need hyperplasia at that aspect. So whenever the Almighty rings you over the barrel for all of your fuck shit karma, it'll be a lot more easier for you to take it that way when karma comes to visit you. I mean, but we all know that you're bisexual and you do enjoy the dick also, along with the vajayjay. So whatever. You people that are DL about it on the down low, own who you are and stop being ashamed of your composition. And by the way, I'm not DL. I am not gay. I'm not a lesbian, not for the vajayjay. I love trans girls, male to female trans girls, as long as they still have their appendage intact. But, and I love male cross-dressers. Yes, I do. And those are who I'm gay for, but for other women, no, none at all. Ew. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just not me. So, but with regards to these secret skank societies, they're interlaced and interwoven into our government, honeys. You know, and they're the ones that are actually doing magic spells throughout our country so they can get ahead, so they can prosper, and so they can have control over you, your life, and your kids. So that's why I call them skank societies. And you people of the skank societies, y'all tip the homeostasis really bad. So, you know, every day that goes on that nobody is dispatched to come fill in the ambiguity of my case, I'm calling death and judgment upon you all. Because you have ensured death in my life in aspects of it. There was a death to my career, and you guys tried to slander it. So I'm 10 steps ahead of you all bitches. I chose not to renew my paramedic license to keep it safe. You can't bear false witness on me with an inert license, because these assholes, they'll take bribes just to steal from each other. I mean, it's the gang stalking circuit, honeys. It's the cesspool I've been training everybody about understanding and seeing. And if you guys are new to it, well, visit targetedjustice.com. That'll get you caught up, and you can start your investigative leads from there. Just go visit it if you want to actually protect yourselves and your families. If not, well, just don't do a goddamn thing so you can be railroaded. So whatever, I did my part. I'm a messenger here. But, Mr. Dragon, you just ignored me. Thank you for your rejection. God's protection. And come Monday at 9 a.m., if you still haven't even reached out by way of anything, well, that means my contract with you is null and void. And it's rescinded. And I've already put in the order to Abba for a new contract with a new divine masculine. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you're probably part of the gang stalking circuit also. And honestly, fuck you all for believing all. You know, you guys are interlaced with satanic covens. You guys are interlaced with liars, snakes, thieves, and killers. And then you guys have the audacity to believe in any fucking report on me without talking to me. Fuck you. You don't deserve my company, and you definitely don't deserve my extension of the golden goose that I really am. I'm a master manifester, bitches. I know it doesn't look like it now, but it doesn't mean it hasn't happened, because I'm famous in the 5D. I have notoriety in the 5D. And as it is above, so it is below. And so, you know, that'll play out. And when it does, you can come back to these videos and see, oh my God, she called it out. So as it is, I'm still impoverished. I need toiletries. I mean, my benefactor had to shell out $80 for my medication. I'd like a new toothbrush. I would like some mouthwash. But they say, why don't you go get a job? bitch, you go get a motherfucking job and put yourself at risk for more psychological warfare, more psychological attacks from being targeted as an individual, especially in a society where the cops are like, oh, what's gang stalking? There's nobody to come in and rescue you. They like to pick off the weak. They thought I was weak. Motherfucker, I am sharp as a whip. I am motherfucking cerebral as fuck. And those stupid assholes judged me for the impoverished position they railroaded me into. Fuck you. And guess what? I mean, my ego is so in check. When people want to look down on me, I'm all like, that's good. Go ahead to your folly. And I see all, and you cannot gaslight me. I just sit there and take it all in. You know, while you guys think you're getting over on me, I'm all like psychoanalyzing you guys. As it is, I'm a spiritual hierophant. That means I am spiritual police. You know, consider me kind of like the undercover boss. And by way of my astrology, I'm a double Capricorn and Aquarius. That means I'm walking karma. When I enter your life, I'm either a lesson or prosperity. Lesson or blessing. So how you treat me is exactly what you get. So for all these assholes that ran game on me, you guys were only running game because y'all are too stupid to do your own independent critical thinking, and you were just chomping at the bit for the low-lying fruit in your cesspool of your gang stalking. So it didn't matter who you were gang stalking. You were just there to run your dick into the ground so you can leverage yourself by climbing off the backs of other people's detriment that you create. So, you know what? If you're gathering intel on somebody, you're participating. And you're getting your palms greased from the goddamn grift card you government grubbers use and have. You guys are part of Auschwitz. You guys are murderers, serial killers, organ traffickers, covens. You guys get the same goddamn motherfucking karma that Hitler gets. I mean, it is a Nazi regime at the base of it. Hello? America, you guys have no idea about the covert war that's been going on hidden in plain sight right underneath your nose. Because if you guys are like, oh, gang stalking doesn't exist, honey, you're the dumbest ass of the American regime. Of this neo-Nazi or this neo-American Stasi. I'm like, oh, because how stupid is this? Oh, stalking happens only in singles, but never in groups. Okay, instead of calling it gang stalking, why don't you just call it group stalking? And if you need a linear definition, it's targeting of the individual. It's lynch mobbing. Lynch mobbing. It's a medieval as fuck witch hunt based on nothing more than conjecture and hearsay. You know, and if you guys bought into it, you get what you deserve. Because I'm calling death on everybody, and pestilence, and judgment, until somebody comes to bridge the ambiguity with some motherfucking truth. And guess what? As a spiritual hierophant, I can do that. But as Sekhmet, she can call forth pathology, and she can call forth healing. I'm just leveraging everybody's karma against them. And you gang stalkers, you've earned the karma, and if you haven't seen it yet, it's only because the Most High backdated your karma, bitches. And honestly, there's always room for repentance to come and serve the light. Be contrite Own up to your fuck shit. Fix it. And be the prodigal son and prodigal daughter. But most of you cummins are just too goddamn lazy to even fucking wipe your own ass, let alone douche in between your sexual practices of your sex magic and the molestation of children. Because America gotta realize something. The staple practice of satanic worship is sexual molestation amongst children. So while you're running around participating in it, you are enabling child molestation because a lot of the inner hierarchy is governed by your goddamn child molesters, dummy. Oh, I am fed up. I am so fucking fed up. I need to advocate for abolishment of gang stalking. So, sure, I can go out and get a job at large in the public, but how long is it going to be before these covert skank gang stalkers run their psychotic stage theater and run their game on me? I'm tired of it. I'm not going to position myself like that. I know how to take a fucking L. So, anybody who wants to donate to my Cash App, I so welcome that. But you don't have to. But, whatever you do for me or don't do, you do to yourself, so whatever. I'm just beyond it. But Mr. Dragon, at 9 a.m., stay in the shadows. Don't even approach me. I'm dead to you then. Just as you would be dead to me. You should never even come to say anything. At any rate, if you do want to approach me, well, that becomes a different story between 9 a.m. and now. Because after that, I'm on to the next contract. Because you're number 3. And if you can't get your shit together, well, that's on you. You fucking miss out. I don't care what kind of money you think you have or don't have. I come with a goddamn coin bag of a spiritual inheritance. However that comes to me. It's none of my business to figure it out. That's on Abba. So whatever. I am wealthy of spiritual nature. And I'm quite the golden goose. Whenever Abba decides to unleash that whoop ass of comeuppings for me. But I'm done being put out with how you fucktards look down on somebody you never even had a conversation with. That makes y'all dumb as fuck for buying into somebody else's goddamn slander. And here's the thing. If somebody lied to you about me, you are still accountable for your own information. So what? If somebody close to you lied to you, you're dumb enough to fall for it. And especially if you're part of the gang stalking circuit and your gang stalking wife or your gang stalking girlfriend had dished dirt on me that wasn't true, you're the dumbass for fucking buying into it. So blame yourself. Get justice on yourself. The best thing you can do is take the loss and come up higher. But you guys are just too lazy to even do that. Most of you. Hopefully there will be the prodigal son and the prodigal daughter that get it right for your generations. Because it matters. At any rate, I said I'd be out here for half an hour. My half an hour is up. I waited in the rain, Mr. Dragon. Fuck you for not even coming to say hello. But it's cool, dude. I'm just not your cup of tea. I know. I got a fucked up radiation poison smile. And, I have transient alopecia. I mean, who's going to want to date that, right? I get it. No big deal. And I'm really glad that my exterior warded you off because the meat of my soul, man, I'm a joy to be with. I bring healing into people's lives, and I sure as fuck don't want a goddamn shallow ass bitch that was just there to ride my coattails. or to feed their ego, you know, because when I'm on my zenith, y'all will kick yourselves in the ass. I am aware of that. And I have many a skill set and change up for days. And I'm altruistic, and I'm intelligent, and I'm cerebral as fuck. So, whatever. Believe the hellhole of your goddamn gang stalking elk. You know, because liars amongst liars, whatever. But at any rate, my saga continues. I'm going to go back now. My hands are getting kind of numb. And I'm going to daydream about a real sweetheart that would accept me for me without the fanfare, without the money. You know, I'm like, first off, when it came to Timothy Regali, I made him hate me. You weren't there every time him and Don Snake Renee Barber exploited me to my face so they can get off on it behind my back. And the only thing that man cared about was his fucking money. If I wanted to be devious about it, it would have been in such a way there wouldn't have been an obvious paper trail. Dumbasses. I'm like, okay, whatever. I made him hate me. So I would stop being the dumbass. And I would stop with the battered wife syndrome or battered friend syndrome. Let's go hang out with the goddamn narcissist until they piss you off again just so they can run their game behind you. Man, I did whatever. I used his hate and leveraged it to help me by him never wanting to be with me again. But he was already fucking done way before that happened, and he was already running the goddamn gang stalking game before I got back at him to make him hate me. So if you think I'm interested for anybody for their money, well, you know, you're just dumb and you don't have a sense of discernment. So you enjoy your own fallacies, because at the end of the day, all of you bitches who propagated the slander on me, you call death into your own fucking life until you're there to correct it. Anyways, Patricia Ann Landon Regali coming at you from some place out in the great United States of America. Bye for now.